Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Burrito. My name's Darien,
My name's Landon.
and it's fantastic. Today, we have a plethora of stuff for you. We got more. We got DC, we got games, you name it. We got it. Actually, we don't have games. Um,
Oh,
Scratch that.
yeah, we do not
Reverse
got
it.
game.
There's no gaming news this week.
No.
But we got a lot of Marvel news. We got a trailer to talk about. We got some DC news and the likes. But first, how have you been doing, Landon?
Uh, we're doing all right. Uh, uh, there's really not much news on my end.
It was a
How about you?
little. Yeah, I can agree. It was a little kind of a boring week.
Yeah,
Not much really went on. I mean, there's a lot. We have a lot of news to talk about. Not like any huge. I mean, some of it's huge, but some of it's not. It's kind of a filler week. Obviously, we just got finished Secret Invasion.
yeah,
Um, Blue Beetle coming up. We don't have much in terms of Marvel stuff until October. So, and plus the strikes and stuff, things going on, which we'll talk about later.
yeah.
Um, News is not. I mean, scarce. Um, but I mean, we're hanging in there, I guess.
Yeah, best we can.
Yeah. So I guess we can go ahead and get straight into it because we got a lot to talk about. Starting with Marvel and the official trailer, which we talked about last week, will be coming out, and it did for Loki season 2. Um, we reviewed half of Loki.
We did.
Um,
Yeah,
we will yeah, four. Start at 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. So right,
four. I cannot remember now.
it was 5. I think we started at 5 because we started on the episode where they were in the void. So I remember I wrote down all the Easter eggs and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
So okay, so we didn't review most of the show, but we watched it.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, we both very much enjoyed Loki season 1, right?
yeah. Yeah. I did a good amount, and probably still the best MCU
I th-
show.
I think so. I think it's up there.
Yeah.
Um, I think it is the best. WandaVision's second for me.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't get WandaVision hate. Like, there's people that think Secret Invasion um is better than WandaVision, like Miss
no,
Marvel. I'm like,
no,
how? Like, how can you even say that?
yeah, no. Um, but they dropped the trailer for Loki season 2, which everyone was excited for. I knew that everyone was hyping up, hoping that it isn't going to be ruined. Because Disney Plus does have a track record of that.
Yeah.
Um, but what were your thoughts going into the season 2 trailer? I know I don't. I think you took a bit longer than I did to watch. I watched it when it dropped.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with me. I just don't watch trailers like when they drop no more. It's just I don't know.
I
I
watched
mean,
this because I was hyped for it. I would have waited later if it was something else.
yeah, I don't know.
But
I was like, well, the thing is, this stuff comes out when I'm at work, and I'm just like, I'd rather be in like a good
that's
mood.
true.
So,
Yeah,
and then I get home, I'm like, I don't even want to pay attention to anything. I want to go go lay down or something. Uh, but nah, I just I mean, somewhat high. It's one of the best MCU shows, and I'm expecting,
this is the
great.
first. Well, this is gonna be the first season 2 we get of a Disney Plus show.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
Um, Man, yeah,
Yeah,
I was.
I was very excited, and trailer didn't disappoint in any way.
Yeah, I was very excited for it. As I said, excited enough to watch it within like 2 hours of it dropping.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was really good. I don't know. I don't know. I would say I was surprised, but I wasn't. It was great to see all the characters back, like Sylvie. Is her name Sylvie? It's Sylvie, right?
Yeah,
Okay. It's Sylvie. Obviously Loki. Tom Hiddleston's doing Tom Hiddleston stuff. Best way I can describe it.
I love. Okay, and we'll get into it in just a second. So I got the video put up here. But Kihui Kwan as a character they called OB. I think his name's like Ouroboros or something like that. But OB's better.
Yeah.
Um, was happy to see him in this. We already knew that he was in it, but I don't know, kind of like brightened up the screen when he showed up.
Yeah,
Right,
definitely.
even better, Brendan Fraser showed up in this too.
You know what really burned up the screen? That dang jet ski store.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
and I have a stuff to talk about that has to do with that. I think. Um, okay, so let's get into the trailer. This whole season seems to be now. There's nothing in this about how when Loki showed up at the TVA at the end of the first season, no one remembered him. There doesn't seem to be anything about that in this, which is
Yeah.
weird. Um, but based off this first scene, Loki's got like walking in there with see OB with Mobius. He's got the cut on his sleeve, which I think happened in the finale of the first season. So this must be first episode stuff.
Oh yeah.
Which by the way, like instantly, I'm already in love with this trailer just because I hear the music.
Oh yeah.
And the
Hey, look.
it's a new theme song too. For the show, it seemed like I didn't hear that the one from the first
Yeah,
season.
that's awesome. Yeah.
So Obi floats down or in this chair. He's like, Mobius, wow, great to see you. Loki freaks out. I can almost compare it to the way the Spider-Verse characters like glitch out when they're in the wrong universe.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very. I don't know. I'd say almost on. I mean, on par exactly to that.
yeah. And so it's called time slipping. Um, they've heard of it, but no one's supposed to be able to time slip in the TVA for some reason. It's happening to Loki.
Yeah.
And they have no way to stop it. Loki is being sent through different points in time. The, the jet ski place, which I'm looking at right
Mm,
now. I have some news about this particular shot.
okay.
It is taking place. Let me read the exact screenshot because I don't want to get it wrong. The scene is taking place in Ohio, 2022, a year before the events of Endgame. That exact shot at the jet ski place. And according to Alex from CC, the leaker, says the timeline is growing more unstable and is reaching critical mass until eventually all of time and space will be consumed by the entanglement of timelines. It's why he's in Oklahoma 1982 one second and then in Ohio 2022 the next.
Ooh. So we're gonna see Mobius is
You might see Mobius getting a jet ski.
yeah. So I'm happy about that.
Um, so yeah, Loki. It's just want to see Tom Hiddleston back. He did the hair flip. Sorry, I saw that. Sylvie's in a room. She got a mullet.
Yeah.
Um,
McDonald's.
yeah, Yoga at McDonald's is right. Looks like a bunch of records are in front of her doing the same thing that's happening to Loki. Loki prunes this wall as the timekeeper's on it, which has one of the robot heads. So I guess he's in that throne room. I guess.
Yeah.
And behind the wall is a bunch of Kang faces. My man is so egotistical that he put his own face on the wall.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, if you rule the universe, pretty much. I mean, why
Now, I'm
not?
curious what Kang that is, because there's another Kang in this, which we saw at the end of Quantum Mania in the post-credit scene. Victor Timely, it was that one. Which the rumor is that is the same Kang from Ant-Man, just in disguise. Which it was what it was in the comics too. It was the real Kang who disguised himself. Um, so I'm interested in that. I guarantee we'll see multiple variants. We get Loki and Mobius showing up into the Midway. Hold on, Plaisance was that? Some kind of big fair. I think this is that. I think we talked about this one week. Some kind of fair that they go to. Um, but they're there. There's this stuff in the post-credit scene. You see some magic being done. Mobius eating some key lime pie that is suspiciously green. Good though. Anyway, sorry. October 6th release date. I don't. Oh gosh, what was oh, what was her name? The one girl. She was like one of the hunters, one of the TVA people.
Uh, I can't remember. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember her name.
Um, I was like Hunter something. So I know she didn't have a real name. Um. Okay. Well. She shows up in this. She's back then. There's Sylvie at McDonald's. Sylvie fighting a bunch of people. We get a shot, which is cool, of the Citadel at the end of time where He Who Remains was, and it's torn apart. Basically, it looks like, or it's been torn apart, and his decomposing body is sitting in the middle of the room still.
You think this is like first episode stuff as well of just showing
No, I don't
stuff?
think so.
Oh, you think it's just him?
But I did hear that this trailer only shows stuff from the first 3 episodes.
Oh, I gotcha.
Mobius is wearing that weird spacesuit that we've been seeing concept and stuff of.
Yeah, I wonder what
He's got,
that.
well, it looks like he's going into some place where like this some part of the timeline, which I think might be the time loom, which is something that we've heard bits about that'll be in this show. So I don't know. It's maybe something the way the TVA draws their power or something. But he's got a crack on the mask, and OB puts a piece of duct tape over it. Loki doing so there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. There's a cool scene with like shadows, like 2 shadow Lokis on the wall that like grow and grab the dude's arms. Which I don't know who this dude is.
Yeah, I don't know
He's in
either.
it a lot, so I guess he's important. Um oh, we see Renslayer, Ravonna Renslayer, that was her name. She was like the head of the TVA, but like judge
Yeah,
or whatever. And she left at the end of the first season, right, in search of free will or whatever she said.
yeah,
Um, and apparently in the comics, Victor Timely is the one who first start because Kang and Ravonna Renslayer have a relationship, like they grow romantic in the comics.
yeah.
Um, Apparently Victor Timely is the one who first starts dating Ravonna Renslayer, and it seems like she's back in that time period too. So it looks like that might be a thing that's happening.
You think they're already a couple during that
Yeah,
point, or
I think so. I think they've hooked up.
okay?
Um, yeah, we see Hunter B-15. I think that's her name. We see Casey. He's walking in an alleyway. The dude well, got him like a fish.
Yeah.
Know what a
What's
fish was? It's a fish.
what's a fish?
We see this guy again. I don't know who he's got crowds yelling. He must be a movie star. There's
Mhm.
Ravonna Renslayer, and then we see Victor Timely, Jonathan Majors with a mustache. Miss Minutes grows giant and chases after. That was crazy. There's
That was
Loki pointing at a mural of a bunch of Kangs fighting each other. So I guess the multiversal war.
yeah.
Um, car flying through a window in the TVA. Everything's falling apart. It looks like we see a shot of Ravonna Renslayer in the void. So I'm interested to see. We're going back to the void.
Mhm.
Um, it looks like TVA is shutting down. Loki's fighting a bunch of TVA agents, which is between him and Sylvie. It has the smoothest transition into the title sequence in that. Where he
Oh
just like
yeah.
walks through the portal, and it was great. And then it ends with Loki doing 2 hollow projections of himself, and then a bunch of crazy stuff, and then the trailer.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sold.
But of course, I mean, they could have showed me whatever, and I would have been sold. I mean, it's Loki season 2.
Yeah, it
Uh,
looks just as. It looks like it picks up just after the first season does. It looks like it just continues it.
yeah,
And I'm really interested in about what the heck is going on. If this is just because the timelines are doing this and now stuff's starting to get affected, could we see more of that? I mean, obviously, we're going to see some of that in Deadpool. Probably a lot
yeah,
more. I wouldn't be surprised if this sets up something for Deadpool. The TVA is supposed to be in it.
yeah.
Um,
What I mean, what exact? Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it could. I mean, I'm not gonna throw it out there. We're gonna throw it out the window. I mean, but I don't know. You really think it could suffer? Something?
I think so. I think Mobius could be put on a case at the end of it or something, and it could be going after um
A Wade Wilson.
a Wade Wilson variant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I'll buy it.
maybe something like that. But I'm really excited. They got me just by this trailer. It was a really good trailer. I think it was really well done. It showed just enough. I think it didn't show too much.
Mhm.
Still don't really know what's going on, so that's good. A little bit of mystery there, and I don't know. I'm excited just for more like world building and stuff because what we desperately need right now is more like what the heck is this whole problem with? We need more Kang fleshed out.
Yeah.
We just need all that.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm excited. So
Oh yeah. I am too. really no complaints for the trailer. I thought it was almost
Mm,
perfect. I mean,
yeah.
almost it kind of is. It was fun. Showed what I wanted to see for it was a teaser trailer.
No, it's official trailer.
Official trailer. Oh yeah, so yeah, it works perfectly. As I say, yeah, for a teaser, it showed a decent amount of stuff. I was surprised with that, but it
Yeah.
says official. All right.
And this trailer is the most viewed trailer of any Disney Plus project. It got 80 million views in the first 24 hours.
Yeah, that's
That
really
shows
good.
you what everyone wants.
Yeah. And I mean, Loki, I mean, to be fair, Loki is already very popular with fans. So but still I mean, don't matter. It's still very good. Marvel's eye. They see that and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
So
Now, do you think there's a chance we get a Loki season 3?
who
Because I mean, I don't know. Well, obviously,
I don't know.
it's kind of hard to like guess that.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to guess that because I mean, if you ask the same question with one,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be like, yeah, because there's a post-credit scene at the end of it. That said that
yeah.
it would be so
Well, I mean, at the time, I'd be like, well, WandaVision didn't have one, so why would this one?
true.
Uh, Granted, the other ones don't have it, but the only show that's had was Loki. So, I mean, I'm gonna say
I wanna
no.
I wanna say yes because I feel like it'll be like a trilogy, kind of, but
Yeah,
like a trilogy for of a show, something like that.
hmm I gotcha.
I think no, it won't be any more past 3 if there is a third season.
hmm
Um, One
Well, I mean,
thing I will say real quick about season 2, it is being made by a different person, and I think it's being written by different people, and the score is done by somebody different, but the score sounded the same, so I don't know.
yeah,
Um,
the score in the first season was top notch. I loved
yeah,
it.
it's really good. I think most of the music and most of the shows have been good. It's only like a couple I can't really like remember.
Yeah,
Like I remember Moon Knight. I think that was good.
and Moon Knight. What was Moon Knight?
It was
No,
like that crazy like chorus, like Egyptian kind of sound. I don't know, something like that.
oh
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
it. I don't want to
yeah.
sing it.
What he sing? Dang it! It's for me. I always hate that question. It's all like, how does that one go? It's all like, well, I ain't gonna sing it for you.
I'll play it for you.
Yeah, I'll play it for you. No, yeah, the Loki theme has stuck in my head out of any of them.
Yeah.
Uh, well, that's great though. I mean, I'm glad. Music still sounds good. That's all that matters. I don't care if it's a bit different as long as it just still sounds good.
Yeah. And it seems like I mean I'm interested already in what the story's going to be. I want to know what the heck's going on. It seems like everything's falling to pieces.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Seems like we're starting to ramp up somewhere, and we desperately need that.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and rate it. I already know my rating.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I know. I know
I
mine
mean,
too.
I'm just gonna give it a 5. 5 out of
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Great trailer. I'm very excited now. Um, I know I was already excited, but I'm more excited. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is now on Disney Plus. Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
Volume 3. I have rewatched it twice already. I've watched it twice in theaters, and I've watched it twice outside.
I've seen it. Just saw it once in theaters. I
Oh,
definitely want
so
my
good.
girlfriend movie a lot, and I did too. Who I need to do a rewatch though. But
It's so
I
good.
was
It's still to me, it's just as good on the rewatch.
I got really aggravated this today. Not too long ago, started recording here. I thought Across the Spider Verse came out today on digital.
No, that's not
Um,
3 days.
yeah. I forgot. I completely forgot it comes out on the 8th, not the 5th. Well,
Yeah.
no, I thought the day was the 8th for some reason. And so I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch Spider Verse today. I'll watch Guardians a bit later. I want to do a rewatch on this. I go on Voodoo. I see it's like, oh, for pre-order. I'm like, why is there a pre-order on this? It should be out, and come to find out it comes out on the 8th. And what sucks is I can't get a physical copy till September 5th. or 9th. I can't remember. It's the 9th. Is that right?
I think it's the 8th.
It was the 8th of August for the digital.
You're
talking about the. I know it's in September.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh well, it don't matter. Anyways, I gotta wait on that one because that's what I really want to get.
Yeah. Yeah, Guardians 3 on Disney Plus. Definitely go watch it. It is, in my personal opinion, the best movie since Avengers Endgame. Sorry, No Way Home.
Best MCU movie?
It's, I mean, it made me cry the most out of any other MCU movie.
Yeah.
I feel more emotions of this than any other one.
But is it the best MCU movie? That's what I'm asking.
Best since Endgame.
Oh, okay. So Endgame is better.
You know what? Don't put me on the spot. Go check it out if you haven't already. James Gunn with another comic book movie banger.
Yeah, but Zack Snyder's the blueprint.
All right, I gotta end the meeting because Zoom hates us.
Oh god.
I'm Hulk and I will defeat you!
Okay, my turn. I am the Hulk. I am Abomination. Oh, I'm the Hulk. I'm so sad. I don't know how to defend myself. My
Right now at Burger King, you can collect all 6 Incredible Hulk toys, 1 per kids meal. Incredible Hulk toys are now at BK.
All right. Adam Driver reportedly has passed on the role of Reed Richards in Fantastic Four because he said he couldn't connect to the character as it was written on the page. A new offer could potentially be given to Adam Driver once the strike has been resolved, because there will be a new version of the script at that point.
I'm gonna quote a comic book real quick. God exists and he is American. So I'm pretty happy to hear this news. I'm very happy to hear this. This is very, very much good news.
Yeah, I think so. He's still, we can't count it totally out yet because they still are gonna go back to him again just to see. But I feel like he'll pass.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please don't connect with this character at all. Glenn Howard can have a
no. There is actually a short list for people to play Reed, but I'm gonna get to that later.
Okay.
There's 3 people, and 2 of them you could guess. One of them you might be able to guess because he was rumored at one point. I'm fine with 2 out of the 3.
Yeah,
we'll get to all that.
What was that one guy? Oh, okay. So all right,
we'll get to all that. Yeah. But that's that. Speaking of this, speaking of the strike, we got some strike updates. This doesn't affect. It affects what we're talking about here, so we're going to talk about it. They started negotiations back on Friday. The WGA did.
Yeah.
The actors have not. The WGA did say that they are not going to stop striking once a deal is made. They're going to continue striking with the actors until they get a fair deal. Which I think.
So the WGA is the no. Wait, what's the actors one? The S.
The SAG-AFTRA.
Okay, that's the actor.
Yeah.
SAG. So.
Scrody. Sorry.
Okay, Scrody. Oof. A lot of men love in this podcast. Anyways, so okay, so the actors were talking today or Friday.
Yes.
I mean,
oh no. Okay. The writers,
Okay, so
and the AMPTP. Yeah. The writers and the AMPTP, which is the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, they resumed negotiation. When was this? August 5th. Okay. They will continue to strike indefinitely after the guild could not reach an agreement with the AMPTP to resume negotiation. What is this? Wait. Yeah, this is the 5th. They say, as of now, there's no agreement on these items because the AMPTP said they needed to consult with their member studios before moving forward. They said on Friday night. You read their full statement here. Let's see. So okay, let me get a better thing for this because okay, apparently they weren't able to agree to resume negotiations because the AMPTP did not want to adhere to their wants.
Oh wow. Okay.
But they were going to continue talking over the next few days, from what I've read.
I do.
Here we go. I got a thing here. The WGA says the latest attempt at negotiations by the studios were, quote, insulting. They said so many insulting and out-of-touch things were said in that meeting, putting aside the supposedly complex issues, when it comes to pattern issues, suggesting that we could take the same terms the DGA took, which is the Directors Guild, while we're on strike in its 4th month is preposterous. Apparently, the directors took a really bad deal.
Really?
But they still took a deal. And that the studios are trying to get them to take the same deal the directors did, even though they've been striking for 4 months, and the directors struck for like 1 day.
Yeah. Well, was it like less than a day? It was like a couple hours or something like that. Yeah.
They came to a deal. So yeah, that's what's going on. Nothing. No further updates, but hopefully something gets done because this is just crazy.
Very. Yeah, insulting. Yeah, I heard it was like laughable or something like that. So I'm so interested in what they said. Honestly, I really wonder what that deal was.
Just the WGA introduced new healthcare demands too that could prolong the strike, because they want to. The demands include the point that the companies agree to a healthcare benefit extension that would give striking riders more time to qualify for the health coverage that many face when losing their jobs.
Oh wow!
Because apparently a lot of them don't make enough money to even apply for healthcare.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of crazy stuff.
I mean, I think simple health. I mean, I don't think that's really too much to ask for. Some simple healthcare benefits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
and
according to Bob Iger, that's unfair.
That's how dare you?
But I don't know. All this is going on. Apparently, the chief negotiator for the American Motion, all that AMPTP people, their chief negotiator gets a $30 million bonus a year if they're able to not have any public drama with the strike or any of the guilds. And looks like they're not getting a raise this year.
They are not. Yeah, that Christmas bonus is out the window right now.
Yep. But that's the strike updates. We'll keep you updated if anything huge happens. We're still here. We're supporting the actors and writers. All right. Armor Wars.
Yeah. Yes,
I got 2 pieces of Armor Wars news. This is crew news. People are working on it. We now have a possible director.
Okay.
And now this is from an IMDb. A lot of IMDb stuff has happened over the last 2 days. Now, IMDb has made it harder for people to just go in and edit. But some of it could be fake, so obviously great assault. But sometimes it's hard to edit the crew and stuff on there. But after an update to the IMDb's cast and crew for Armor Wars, Damian Marcano may be directing the film. Now let me look him up. Damian.
Yeah, I'll say what's his previous work?
Marcano. He's won a something. Oh, he went into the university to become a web designer and programmer, and then started become a filmmaker.
Oh wow!
All right, let's see. That's not what I was looking for. Google. All right. It doesn't look like he's done too much. He's done some. I didn't know he did that. All right. He's only done 4. Oh, director of 14. Never mind. American Gigolo, a show with the dude who played Punisher, John Bernthal. He directed 2 episodes of the show Snowfall, which I have heard of. He directed
Yeah.
2 episodes of that show on Max called Winning Time: The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. That's out right
Okay.
now. And he's done a movie called Bees. I don't know what that is. God Loves the Fighter. Part of a
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Monster. He's done a lot of he's done some bigger thing like the Lakers thing and Snowfall.
Yeah.
But I've never personally heard of a lot of it. But he's supposedly directing.
Okay.
I know a lot of people love Snowfall. I've never heard of American
Yeah.
Gigolo. It's a show. I didn't know John Berthal was in. It's a Showtime original. That's probably why I've never heard of it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of a show.
He's won
called that.
one award for the movie Cheese.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, hey, okay. Hopefully it does good.
Yeah.
I hate it because I can't pull off a frame of reference, but we'll see.
Yeah. And also we have a bunch of writers that have been added to the show. Okay, so I'm gonna explain all this after I read it all. Right. Joe DeMeo, Malcolm Spellman, Zach Penn, and Brian Tucker have been added to Armor Wars for quote script continuity and consulting. And
Yeah,
now I'm gonna read
I'll
what
say
they
you
do.
need that to figure out when Rhodey figure out when he was a scroll. Lord, with the continuity.
They're consulting, not writing.
Okay.
Allegedly. Bo DeMeo has writing credit for Moon Knight, and he's also the executive producer and writer for X-Men 97.
Okay.
Malcolm Spellman was an executive producer and head writer for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and he wrote the script for the new Captain America movie. Zach Penn worked on the story for The Incredible Hulk and The Avengers, and Brian Tucker wrote Secret Invasion. So it seems like a lot of that is stuff that connects to this. So it's probably like the consulting part.
Yeah.
So just so they make sure the script is like no plot holes or anything.
Yeah.
But that's all the Armor Wars news we have. It's scarce, but something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty decently big. You know, you got a new director, consultant. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's just good. You know, on track.
I'm interested why Bo DeMeo's there. Moon Knight and X-Men. I mean, Moon Knight will show up in
an X-Men. Ooh. Okay with that, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Deadpool 3 information. Actor Boo Boo Stewart. Okay. Well, first, are you aware of the X-Men character Warpath, the Native American?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's cool. He was a character in X-Men: Days of Future Past, and Boo Boo Stewart played him in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, according to a new listing on IMDb, his stand-in for him was added to Deadpool 3. Apparently, so possibly Warpath could show up in Deadpool 3.
Oh wow.
Maybe in the Void or something. I don't know. But he's been added to the cast. Throw that in there. Now, one more IMDb thing.
Okay.
I told you there's a lot. There was supposedly there's a cast leak for a bunch of projects, and I'm gonna name them off. I don't know all these people, but I know some of them. So we'll start with Untitled Marvel Nova Project. This is the first one. These are all people's assistants that have been added to the crew. So, I mean, if this is their assistant, then you would assume the actor would be with them.
Yeah.
Jared Padalecki is the first one. He played Sam in Supernatural, other brother next to Jensen Ackles, and he played he plays Walker in Walker Texas Ranger, the show on CW that's on right now.
Yeah.
He's been in some other stuff too, but I think John C. Reilly in Nova, which makes sense because he was part of the Nova Corps in the Guardians.
Yeah.
Glenn Close, which is she was also part of the Nova Corps in the Guardians. She was that lady. And yeah. Janet Montgomery, I don't know who that is, and Froy Gutierrez, who's a younger guy. Now he might be the one playing Nova, or Jared Padalecki might be playing Nova, and that guy's playing Nova's son, maybe. But that's that. Next is Captain America: Brave New World. Pio Talwalkar and Adapero Uduye. I don't know. Either of them. So
yeah.
There. Deadpool 3. Boo Boo Stewart, stand-in, which we just talked about. Halle Berry. And Famke Janssen. which is the girl who played Jean Grey, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
and Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Blade, yeah, Janelle Monáe, which I've heard of her, but I don't know. I've heard that name. Ryder McLaughlin and Kiki Lane. Blade.
Okay.
Thunderbolts. You got Lawrence Fishburne. So he
Oh,
got
okay. So
shown
he's
as
coming
Thunderbolts.
back. Okay.
Rachel Weisz, who played Black Widow's fake mom in Black Widow, which is interesting. I guess she's still alive, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, didn't she
And Red
die?
Guardian. Red Guardian was with her last. So I mean, I
Yeah.
guess we'll see that. The Red Guardian's on Thunderbolts. And Clara Gall, which I don't know who that is. Daredevil Born Again, we got Royce Johnson. And then Wonder Man, we have Richa Morjani, Ed Harris, which we know Ed Harris is the villain, Evan
Yeah.
Peters,
Huh.
and Demetrius Gross, who's playing Grim Reaper. Got some Evan Peters in there. I guess he's an actor. So I mean, in WandaVision, he said he was an actor. He had
That's the thing,
he had the mugshot, or not mugshot, the picture, or whatever the actors have. It was called.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, what's Evan Peters in here? And then when she mentioned that, I was like, oh yeah,
But
he was in.
there's a better actor that's going to
He's
be in
in-
this show.
Yes.
The real actor,
The
Trevor
real-
Slattery.
With Morris.
Oh my god, please! I hope so.
Yeah, I love Morris.
But yeah, that's the IMDb cast leak. Pretty interesting stuff. We still don't know if that Nova project's a special presentation or a movie or a show.
I know they said they were going to cut back or stop doing them.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Which is
I-
kind of sucks.
I think it'd be good to do maybe like once a year or something. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which it seems like we will be getting one next year. But we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yes.
Jonathan Majors, we got a big update. And
Yes.
I think this solidifies his innocence personally.
Yeah. Yeah, I I guess
This was kind of nuts.
I'm always believing the justice system, sometimes. I was instant till proven guilty and all that.
He
but
August 3rd. Right. He arrived to court for a hearing he was supposed to be having. He arrived to New York Criminal Court for a trial, only to learn that the prosecutors weren't ready to present their case. The problem is they didn't have enough evidence, and at this, the accuser fled the country.
yeah, me hearing that, I was just like, oh my god.
And NYPD is looking to charge her with assault. His girlfriend Megan Good was by his side during the brief appearance. If you fled the country, you're guilty.
Oh yeah.
It's at this point,
unless there is some type of explanation.
Disney
I can't
ran her out of the country.
I can't think of a good one unless she is like, I don't believe this happened at all unless like Jonathan Majors like abused the heck out of her and she's like convinced he's gonna hurt her in the courtroom. There's like a bunch of cops everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I believe that's what she's
Yeah.
thinking, but that's the only excuse I can even think of. But
yeah, I think this pretty much
it's
shows.
not a good look. Anyway.
I think this shows very much so. I mean, adding on to the other evidence that had come out that made him seem innocent. This seems like even more. She seems like the guilty one here. Which I mean, I hope he didn't do anything like that. If he did, then he's an awful person.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
shape on him.
if she did this, then if she's the one guilty one, then she ought to be ashamed of herself.
Yeah. I mean, I think whatever Jonathan Majors would get, if he were to do it, I think she deserves the same.
Yeah, which was 5 years in prison, I think.
Yeah, she deserves it. That's what I think. That's how I think how that should work.
Yeah, eye for an eye. Yeah, but that's Jonathan Majors update. Keep you guys going with there's supposed to be another hearing in September. So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
All right. Fantastic Four. We got a lot of Fantastic Four news.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
All All right, I thought you'd give a little chuckle there. I see.
I exhaled out of my nose.
Oh, I barely heard it. I thought you're just annoyed with me. I was like, all right,
I am.
all right, no more
I was.
movie.
Um, Matt Smith has reportedly been offered the role of Reed Richards in Fantastic Four prior to the strike. It is unknown whether or not he accepted. Matt Smith played one of the doctors in Doctor Who, and he also played in Morbius.
As Milo.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
I
he
would
can pull it
like.
off.
I think he could. Definitely not my number one choice.
No,
But I just
he's
thought
better
that
than Adam Driver.
was so bad. I was just like, I'd rather have. I think he could do it.
Yeah. I'd like to see it. Obviously, his agent said no comment when they were asked about it. But we don't know. Apparently, role's still open at
Yeah.
the moment. It's the only one that hasn't been supposedly cast. Well, actually, it's not true. There's two.
Yeah.
Second, Jack Quaid will not be playing Johnny Storm, aka Human Torch, in Fantastic Four, despite rumors going around. The Jeff Snyder, the insider who's given us all this information, said that he got Jack Quaid mixed up with another actor who's a popular fan cast for the Human Torch, Joseph Quinn, who has apparently been offered the role. I see a lot of people hating this. I see a lot of people loving this. I personally like it because I thought he was a good actor. He was in Stranger Things, which is the only reason people are hating on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
He played Eddie, right? Is that
yeah,
correct?
yeah, and I think he
Yeah.
looks the part. He's not going to act like that in the.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I hate that show. I think that show is not good at
I
all.
watched the show and I liked it. So,
Well,
but this isn't about Stranger Things. This is about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, you're right. I think as dumb as that character is, I think the guy actually could do the role pretty good.
Yeah, he
does-
yeah, I think he could do it. I don't really understand why everyone was hating. They're only really hating because of Stranger Things, but I don't think that's a good enough reason to hate on not let it want a guy to play a character just because he played some character that's the complete opposite.
Yeah, yeah. Look at Christian Bale. People don't
Yeah.
like. Who's the guy who plays American Psycho, and the next movie he did was Batman. So
That's true. Yeah, there's that. We got some more news. Second, but we know who the main villain is. Galactus will be the main villain of Fantastic Four.
oh yeah,
and will reportedly be played by a Latino actor.
George Lopez.
We
That was hard.
no, we heard rumors a while back that it was gonna be oh my gosh, what's his name? Oh, who was rumored to play? And we talked about it. I know his name. I should be. Let's see.
I cannot remember.
Rumored to play Galactus. It's not John Leguizamo. It's oh my, Antonio Banderas.
Oh yeah.
Actor. He's supposedly was reached out to at one point, but we don't know. It could be him though. But it's nice that they're casting a human being because that means it's not going to be a cloud.
Yeah, or some nasty looking CGI celestial or something.
Yeah. Now I do expect Marvel to change up his design a little bit. Maybe probably not too much because I think everyone wants to see it. But I'd like to see us post earlier, and I was like, I could see them doing something like that, and it'd be kind of cool. Make him kind of like Lovecraftian, kind of like
yeah. I'm not going to expect
monster
one-to-one
guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a one-to-one recreation of the comic.
I just want him to be huge and scary and kind of look like Galactus.
I want to see the face.
Yeah.
Keep the have the helmet be like the three, with the weird prongs on it. Make it purple, just have the same elements, but don't make it like I don't know. Don't have it like the MODOK design, if that makes sense, where it's like almost completely off, unless you take his mask off.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Happy we get Galactus though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I guess I can go. Oh, actually, I'll wait until after this next couple pieces of news. Here's some good news. Vanessa Kirby is reportedly set to play Sue Storm, aka the Invisible Woman, in Fantastic Four. This was the casting I wanted.
Yeah. So I know you're.
I've been winning with castings recently.
Yeah, I have.
Superman.
Unless we get the one, man. I mean, well, not that I've been disappointed, but if I
I
get
don't
that
think we're
Glenn
gonna get
Howard
Glenn.
tonight. I know. I gave up on it, really, but if I did get it.
But Vanessa Kirby, though, I think she'll definitely do a good job. She was in Mission Impossible? No, Fast and Furious. I don't know. She was in something recently that everyone loved her in.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then the final member, apparently we don't know yet. It hasn't been cast, but they're looking at somebody. Oh, actually, the rumor was that he has been cast, but we don't know who it is yet.
Yeah.
But according to Jeff Snyder, Marvel wants, and I quote now, a fat white guy to play the Thing in Fantastic Four.
Me. I don't know.
Now for the next couple years, this podcast will be me and Landon fighting over being the Thing in Fantastic Four.
It's clobbering time. See, bam.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So yeah, hey, let the best guy win. We'll see.
I know a lot of people are mad because they want a fat white guy because Ben Grimm's supposed to be Jewish. Which I mean, I get, but also Michael Chiklis.
Yeah.
Well, he might be Jewish. He might be Jewish. I don't know.
Is Michael Chiklis a fat white guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, slightly overweight that way.
But dude, I saw someone. I don't know why. I guess they're trying to get someone to look like Michael Chiklis. Someone said the guy who plays Hank Schrader in Breaking Bad.
No, my God.
To play the I was like,
Wow.
maybe.
It'd be funny. And then the next piece of news here. This was rumored at one point that he would be cast as the Thing. We had talked about it a couple weeks ago, actually. Eben Moss Bachrach, who also played that guy in the Punisher show, the longer hair, who was the Punisher's guy on the computer.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. But the actor, he also made a Snyder Cut joke in some show that he was on recently. Which was
yeah, I remember that joke he made.
He has been cast in the movie. It's unknown who'll be playing, but the rumors are he will be playing Silver Surfer.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard to mess up Silver Surfer. You just get a guy who's kind of skinny.
I think it's just looking for the voice rather than.
They might be. Well, I mean, he'll definitely play the character. He'll be the body, probably.
Yeah, I mean, he'll wear like a mocap, I imagine. But I mean,
really,
I saw a comment today. I was like, yeah, I feel the same way. They could really do just a 1-to-1 recreation of the Rise of Silver Surfer design, and I would be satisfied with it.
Yeah. I want to point out something, by the way. I heard a lot of people were angry that Galactus is going to be the villain of this movie. Let me tell you why you shouldn't be angry. First off, I mean, Galactus is the Fantastic Four villain anyway, right?
Yeah.
And his goal is not something you need to build up for like 10 years, 5 sagas, or 5 phases. It's not something you got to build up. His goal is he's hungry. He wants to eat something. He's gonna go eat planets. Literally, there's no building up to that.
Yeah.
You'll have like 2 movies. Silver Surfer's here. Oh, next movie, Galactus is here. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something you build up like that.
I mean, maybe it could be a bit,
I mean, it'll build up a little bit, obviously. I think what's going to happen I'll go ahead and throw this news on there now. The movie is set in the 1960s, and they're going to be displaced out of time, kind of like Captain America was, which I think we've known about a little bit.
We did, yes.
This also makes that Doctor Strange line make more sense when he said, "Then you guys chart in the 60s."
Yeah.
They're teasing us there, but from what I think the plot is, all right, I'm obviously wrong. They're going to go back in time to stop. I think maybe like the Heralds of Galactus have showed up in the 60s, maybe to warn that Galactus was coming, and maybe he comes in like 2023 or whatever year the MCU's in, or whatever year they come from, right? What if they go back and they defeat the Heralds and they sing Galactus, like defeat Galactus, and he leaves? They buy Earth more time, basically. And then now eventually, in a couple of phases, he'll come back. And now we're like, now we got to stop this. We have no way to stop it now.
Yeah. We keep sending him back, but he's just gonna.
He's gonna keep coming, so we got to defeat him.
More difficult, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's what this is, which sounds kind of cool.
Yeah,
I also like the idea of the Fantastic Four being transported to the 60s.
Yeah. I didn't hear a thing or rumor that the Tesseract from Captain America gave off a signal or something to Galactus, and it would, he'd be on his way there or something to eat Earth. But that just doesn't. I don't know if that sounds.
I think it might have something to do with the. Well, no, I don't know. We don't really know, so we can't. It's hard to theorize. But is there anything else? Yeah. Okay. Here, you want to hear the short list for Reed Richards? We got 3 actors.
Yeah.
Matt Smith, which we know about. Adam Driver, which we also know about.
Nope.
And Dev Patel, who was one of the actors who was rumored originally. Do you know what he looks like?
Yes. Yeah, I remember him.
Dev Patel, the Indian fellow. He also could do it well, I think. He looks. I feel like I would be happy with that casting. I think he'd look.
Out of the 3, I think I want him more.
Yeah.
The most.
I mean, we'll see. I haven't heard anything about him though recently until just now. And then we have some other good news about this movie that kind of rounds it out for me. I'm like, all right, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
I gotta find it. Here it is. They're looking for. They were currently casting or looking for casting for Silver Surfer, right? Which you talked about.
Yeah.
And another character who is set to appear at the very end of the movie, and Marvel's set to be seeking a major star for the part. And you want to know who the part is?
Yes. Yeah, what is the part?
It'll be one for Doom. It's happening. Major star Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah. Simple. There's no other option.
Now, what if they cast Adam Driver as Dr. Doom?
I would be mad. I don't know. If he wears the shield the whole time, they get a different voice actor to voice him. He just did the body work.
Then he just kind of like Darth Vader.
Yes. And so let's do that.
I want Giancarlo.
Or I know Cillian Murphy said he was into it. The guy who played Oppenheimer.
I know I'd be into that too. I'd like to. He has to be the same age, if not a little bit older than Reed. So whoever they cast as Reed, go off of that.
Yeah. I'd go off the older than Reed. Yeah. A bit older.
But yeah, that's that. Now you may be asking yourselves, how is all this happening? Is a strike going on? Well, despite the recent reports, no one has officially been signed on to the cast because of the strike. Vanessa Kirby and Ebon Moss-Bachrach are the only actors expected to officially sign on once the strike ends. But the rest, the agencies aren't on strike. The actors' agencies, so they're still getting jobs and stuff. The actors aren't allowed to do anything.
Yeah,
but they're not the actors aren't the ones that sign themselves on the movies. So that's that, and that is the end of the Fantastic Four news.
Yeah, major news.
I gotta be honest, all that made me a lot more excited for the movie. I think the prospect of them going back in time and trying to stop Galactus and his hair. I'm really excited to see the Heralds because there's so many they could do. Like, there's one guy, Firewalker, I think his name is. It's like this dude made of fire, and he's got this fire like baton thing, and he walks in the sky.
Yeah,
and
great.
Like there's like Silver Surfer. There's like there's a big guy. I can't remember his name. There's a lot of different ones, so they could do a lot of cool stuff. But yeah,
I'm excited, definitely.
All right. The rest of the news for this Marvel section is all from Leaker. Can we get some toast? So credit to them. All this is stuff, but a bunch of different things. And here we go. What If Season 2? Marvel is reportedly considering releasing What If Season 2 in either December of this year or January of next year. They're waiting for the strikes to play out. And also, there was an episode which we've heard about called What If Tony Stark Landed on Sakaar? Which was where he got like this crazy armor, like Sakaarian Iron Man armor. And that's where the Gamora with the Thanos armor came from. We saw them at the end of the first season. That episode was supposed to be in season 1, but they had scrapped it. It will not be the season premiere like many have theorized for season 2.
Yeah. What do you think it is? Like Captain Carter or?
I think so. It's set that up. But I do know one of the episodes in season 2. What we heard is the Hela versus the Wenwu, the Mandarin,
Yeah.
and it's like Asgard versus Tala. I feel like this will be really good.
Yeah, and I'm actually really excited for that one a lot.
Yeah, that's what if. So we could be getting it this year or next year.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Captain America. This is kind of weird. I gotta be honest. Captain America, Seth Rollins is in the movie, wrestler guy. He's playing a character in the Serpent Society called Cobra, who in the comics is King Cobra, but he's just Cobra in this, I guess.
Yeah.
The biotechnology that he uses in Captain America: Brave New World will be through his teeth. His biotech grill, in quotations, will be able to expand into fangs that spit venom.
I don't know how that looks.
I don't know. It sounds very comic booky and weird, but I'm afraid it's going to look really weird and bad.
And gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just have to see how it looks.
Yeah, I guess. It's probably going to be really stupid. I guess that's what I think, though.
But maybe it's stupid with a charm to it. I don't know.
Lord. I hope so. All right, next up, Ganja Montero, who directed 2 episodes of Netflix's Wednesday, which I've still not seen, and 1 episode of Agatha: Coven of Chaos, will be the director of the Witches Road special presentation that's coming out next year. It's like it's the Witches Road is a place where like witches go to like rediscover their power or something, or come to, I don't remember. It's something in the comics, but apparently that's where Scarlet Witch is.
Okay.
So I don't know. So I don't know. Next, one thing that another show. I got another show coming out this year, Echo, and we got some information. We've previously been talking about different powers she's gonna have.
Yeah.
One like each one, it comes with like a tattoo grows on her, and she has the power. Which I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The third power that she's gonna have in the series will be enhanced speed and durability, with power to determine the potential trajectory of a person/item's movement.
Okay. That is pretty cool.
Yeah. So I guarantee the last tattoo that is going to grow on her is going to be the handprint on her face.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Yeah, I agree. I'll be honest. I'm kind of somewhat tired of hearing news about the show. I just want to see it at this point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm hearing
we'll get a trailer. We'll get a trailer soon.
Oh yeah. I want a good trailer. Maybe another one. I just want the show to come out.
Yeah, all coming out all in one day, so you just binge it.
Yeah, so I can just binge it.
Take a weekend. Yep. All right, and then final piece of news, Marvel news here. According to Can We Get Some Toast, is one of the best news, I think. They will confirm with absolute certainty that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will indeed have a comic accurate mask with big fins and wide eyes in Deadpool 3.
Oh, W.
Yes. And that's the end of the Marvel news.
Yeah. Great.
Yep. Commercial time, ladies and gentlemen. All right, DC. Actually, real quick, I had an impromptu piece of Marvel news during the break. Let me see if I can get it up here. It had to do with Venom 3 and who the villain was going to be. Okay, I can't find it.
I
but
hear about this.
It just came out today by Daniel RPK. The villain is going to be somebody who works at the Life Foundation, which I think is that place from the first movie. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the first movie.
So that's all I know. Anyway, moving on. DC.
Yes.
Blue Beetle tickets are now on sale. Go buy some Blue Beetle. Go buy some Blue Beetle tickets, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, go support the movie.
Yeah, and otherwise it's going to be the biggest bomb ever, which is kind of crazy because this looks.
Well, I hope not.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it's
Oh,
going to make
yeah,
the
it
most
looks fair.
money in other countries. I think it'll make the most money in other
Yeah,
countries.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just hope it's not a fail where WB doesn't want to try any of that again. It's like, no, man. You just didn't do it right.
Yeah. Um.
Right. Excited though.
Yeah. We don't have our tickets yet, but we will soon.
Yeah.
All right. We got a death to talk about. Actually, pretty sad death. Paul Rubens passed away. After
Okay.
a secret battle with cancer. He's mostly known for playing Pee Wee Herman. He's 70 years old. He also had some DC roles, or superhero roles in general. So I'm gonna read those out. First off, he played in Batman Returns. He played the Penguin's dad.
Oh, okay.
He voiced Batmite in Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Okay.
He voiced the Riddler. Oh my gosh, in Robot Chicken.
Did he play Penguin's dad in like almost like all the like he doesn't go back and play him in Gotham and like
Yeah, he plays the Penguin's dad in Gotham as well.
oh
So yeah, he passed away at the age of 70 just the other day, 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unexpected.
Yeah, very unfortunate. It is very sad. Especially with cancer. It's horrible.
Yeah. And he died on Sunday. So thoughts and prayers out to the family and friends. Hollywood lost a legend.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd say he's more than. I mean, dude, he was Pee Wee Herman.
That's
No one
true.
can definitely nobody. That's not a replaceable role as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's that. A potential Kingdom Come animated film. So the comic Kingdom Come. Superman.
So,
It's the future.
I
It's
had
not.
a
Well, it's not a
brain
Superman
fart.
Book, but it's a Alex Ross
I
drawn
having a brain
cartoon.
fart. I'm having a brain fart right now, so I can't remember. So, but explain it anyways.
Superman with the black and red symbol. The one the same
Oh,
outfit that's from the Brandon Ruth wears in the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
oh yeah, yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's the comic about all the Batman's old. Well, not old. Oh, they're all old. And it's like, I have the book. I've read it. Apparently, DC was making an animated film of that, but it couldn't go forward due to DC quote changing regimes. Makes me wonder if James Gunn's going to be doing something with Kingdom Come. That's just me. All right. Next
Yeah.
up. Wonder Woman 3 stuff is going around recently, and I want to clear up a bunch of things.
Yes, please do. It's very confusing.
Yeah. So there was an interview done before David Cornsett was cast as Superman. With Gal Gadot or Gadot or whatever. And she says that she's still gonna be developing Wonder Woman 3. Now a lot of people just took that part and they were like, it's still Wonder Woman. They're keeping her as Wonder Woman. Oh my god, what are you doing? They listened to the interview.
I expressed anger. I first heard it, I was like, no, oh man.
If you listen to the interview, she says that she's going to be helping develop Wonder Woman 3. She says she's going to be developing Wonder Woman 3 with James and Peter. It says that she wishes the new cast good luck and that she knows they've already been looking. It makes it sound like there's going to be a new Wonder Woman. She's just helping make the movie.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me too.
I think they're not going to cast a new Superman and a new Batman and not cast a new Wonder Woman. Why would they do that?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
So I don't think I don't think that's gonna be happening. I think that's and she then again this was before that, so stuff could have changed from now to then too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She might not even be anywhere near that. But Wonder Woman 3 is supposedly happening, so I don't know. I think it may think it's just a rebooted Wonder Woman.
Yeah, most. But yeah, that's what I say.
Hey, that's confirmation though that we're getting a Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe you think Ben Affleck or something could be. I mean, wouldn't that be something? They could end up being like producers or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Let's hope her producing is better than her acting. Anyway,
Dang, got him.
okay. Aquaman 2, we had talked about might be getting delayed. It is expected to not be delayed and will stay in its December 2023 release. So we still got to go see it.
All right.
Unfortunately, we will be on our Christmas break of the podcast like we normally do.
Well, I mean, I think we can do a
but
little
we'll review
extra.
it. Well, I mean, I feel like we just wait and we review it once we get back. Because it'll only be the first week of January when we get back. I don't know. It depends. It comes out December 20th. So maybe we can. I think we released an episode last year, a couple days before Christmas, and then we called it. So we could do that.
Yeah.
We get to celebrate the DCU dying. DCEU dying, sorry.
Yes.
Well,
I'll
speaking of the speaking of a dead DCEU, let's talk about the Snyderverse.
Oh God.
We got some information about what was coming.
A couple of W's, I'd say major L's. L's being that these ideas suck.
Yeah. I'm looking for it right now so I can have it to read. Oh jeez. See, I'm so unprepared.
What is with you?
Oh my gosh, I literally had a screenshot of it, but it's all the way. All right, I can't find it. This is a problem. All right, let me just read off what I remember in my mind. No, I found it. Apparently, the original Flash movie was going to be, they were going to put out a Flash movie, right? That was originally going to be the Snyderverse. It was going to be directed by Rick Famuyiwa, who does a lot of The Mandalorian. It was laying the groundwork for Professor Zoom as the big baddie of the DC universe, which is Reverse Flash. It was Professor Zoom pulling the strings because he had come from the future to basically mess with Barry. In the Flash movie, Zoom would be the villain in the background, but also in the ancillary other films. You would see some of the influences of Zoom on the rest of the Justice League. It would all come to a head in a Flashpoint movie, which Zack Snyder revealed previously at a 2019 fan screening, and would have wrapped up his Superman-focused saga and served as a reboot for the entire franchise. At the ending of Zack's Dark Side quadrilogy or whatever, we would end up with a Justice League Unlimited version of the Snyderverse. And then you flip it. You do Flashpoint Paradox. Everybody whose friends are now enemies, and it's a world that you don't want to live in. You can reboot the universe and introduce a new cast that way. Because after 10 years, the actors need to go on to something else.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah. Jeez. I don't know. They were literally going, they're setting up, what's the point of all the Nightmare timeline stuff? Setting up all that evil Superman, then you're just going to go back and do it again where they're all fighting each other again.
Yeah, it's annoying. Zack.
It sounds so dark and depressing. The first Flash being the main villain, it's stupid.
Yeah, the entire thing. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, no,
I don't like that. That's I hate Snyder fans are trying to like push for it. Like that is genius. So, oh my God.
Well,
Zack,
the tweet I had a guy by the name of Mercury on Twitter. He said the Snyderverse Flash movie trilogy would have revealed Eobard Thawne pulling the strings behind the scenes of the entire DCU just to mess with Barry Allen. OMG, with all caps.
Yeah, that's dumb as all can get out. I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah. I don't have nothing else to say.
Yeah. It's such a dumb idea.
Let's move on to the universe that really matters. James Gunn says, this is interesting. I guess I could have guessed, but I didn't expect it. James Gunn says the DCU will be releasing animated theatrical films as well. So not just like animated shows. There'll be animated movies coming out that are connected to everything too. Which is interesting. I didn't expect them to put out movies. I was just more just assuming like shows, but I guess it stands to reason they would do movies too.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I guess James Gunn's on a mission to force me to watch animated stuff.
He's gonna make you.
I will be watching Creature Commandos because he wrote and directed it. But I mean, I have to watch everything else anyway. I'm watching.
Oh,
I'm freaking watching My Adventures of Superman, and you're not even watching that. And
I know. Yeah, I keep
I
seeing
hate
this
it.
as tons. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
you want to know what's happening in the next episode? Apparently, based off a trailer.
I saw Mr. Mixplick who's gonna be in it.
Yeah. Well, the multiverse of Loises.
Yeah, I like to see how that goes.
It's a bunch of Loises from other Earths. They're already doing multiverse in the first freaking season of the show.
So it's just I don't know. Granted, I don't know if I can say much. Haven't seen much of the show
The
besides
best part is Clark and Lois and Jimmy.
That's what I heard. I heard like Jimmy, Lois, and Clark are the best parts of the show.
I'm just like so over it at this point. I'm like, there's literally the plot is like nothing.
You heard that? I
Plot
heard
sucks.
the 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 story is just not there at all.
It's not. There's literally almost no plot. It's like a week to week different thing happening each week. But yeah. What's an animated movie you'd like to see come out in theaters connecting to DCU?
Um, I don't. I don't know, animated wise. I mean,
Like, it doesn't even have to be an introduction of character or anything. It could be just like a cool little spin-off or something. I don't know.
I'd say
Plastic Man.
plastic Man movie would be kind of cool.
Or Flash animated movie would be cool too.
Flash. Well, I mean, I like that Watchmen movie to be that animated Watchmen
That's
movie.
not.
Kind of,
That's not.
I know it's not.
But you still get that next year.
Yeah, yeah. I am very
Um,
happy. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with whatever.
I think it needs to be like a. It's got to be something that'll draw audiences in, but I don't think it'll be a Superman animated movie. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do a Batman animated movie.
Yeah,
They wouldn't be
it'd
Green Lanterns because they're doing
I'd
the
say it'd
Lantern
be
show.
something like more like obscure a bit. But that
Cool if they
I
did
wouldn't
like a
have-
Suicide Squad animated thing, or no, they don't
Yeah.
exist anymore. I guess, or I don't know how they're doing. I'm confused. Um, I don't know. I think Plastic Man will be fun though. Or the Atom, like an animated movie about the Atom.
Ooh, the movie, yeah, any movie on the Atom would be awesome. I'd
Something
really
like that.
like
I don't know. So create some character that's not that popular, introducing that movie. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right. And obviously there'll be cameos that'll cross over and stuff, voiced by the
Oh.
actors.
Of course.
All right. Moving on here. According to Cam, we get some toast based off a tease. Someone asked, well, if all this stuff's going on with Gal Gadot, then is Momoa staying? That was the question. And Can We Get Some Toast posted a GIF of Lobo with no
Oh my
context.
god.
So it's
Please.
pretty much confirmation that Jason Momoa will be playing Lobo in the DCU.
I think that's exactly what he was talking about in that video.
Yeah, that's
while
100%. I like Jason Momoa. I think he's a good actor. Funny.
Oh yeah, I think so too. I like him.
So I think he'll do really well as Lobo. He's got the attitude for it. I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be awesome. Maybe it's a Lobo animated movie.
I know, please. I'd really enjoy that.
Rated R. Yeah, all right. And the last three pieces of DC news we have here is all Creature Commandos news. So a lot of animated stuff.
Oh yeah.
Good news. Voice acting for Creature Commandos was finalized before the SAG-AFTRA strike, so the series will remain on track to release next year. So we do get some DCU project next year. According to James Gunn, the soundtrack for Creature Commandos will be beyond, and quote, amazing.
Okay.
So
I mean,
amazing. I'll download it day one so I can listen to it. That's what I did with the Guardians 3 soundtrack, and I do not regret it because it's a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
I don't know. James Gunn hasn't missed really with the music yet.
Oh yeah, he never does.
It's all vibes. Yeah, no. I'm interested to see what he's going to do with. He posted some kind of playlist today for his birthday, or yesterday, I guess. For his birthday, he's 57 years old now, same age as Zack Snyder.
He's a blueprint.
He posted a playlist of some band. I can't remember what it's called. He said it's one of his favorite bands, a lot of his favorite songs. So I'm guessing he hadn't just posted that just because of that. I feel like there's got to be some kind of tease in there too. Maybe some music that's going to be in something. I'm interested to see what he's going to pull off for Superman.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
What kind of music?
very obviously very heroic.
Yeah, but he's going to have some licensed stuff in there too.
Yeah, and I don't even like want to even think about what he would even do.
It's not going to be a lot of music. I don't think it's going to be a lot like the Guardians or stuff like that.
Oh,
Guardians
yeah,
relies more on music anyway. That's like a point of the movie.
Yeah.
So Superman's not going to have much. It's going to have a couple, I feel like. Creature Commandos apparently has a beyond amazing soundtrack. So
yeah, I wonder what that means. Like, I mean, does that mean it's his favorite soundtrack yet he's ever done? Or
maybe. I'm just excited. Wait till they announce the composer for Superman and then they reveal, like they did with the Batman. Remember they revealed the theme song? Watch them reveal the theme song for Superman. And I feel like the internet's going to explode. I read a tweet the other day, and we have time because I have one piece of news left. So I'm going to go and say this. I read this tweet the other day, and someone was like, can you believe how excited we got when they announced that Superman will be returning to the DCEU during Black Adam? They're like, when he should have been there the whole time anyway. And I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah, you're right. I was so hyped when that happened. But then if you think about it, you're like, he should have been there since from day one until the end.
Oh my God, Superman exists in the DC universe.
Oh my God, Superman's here. Superman's back. It's like, he should have been here the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like if there wasn't, if that kind of stuff didn't happen, if Batman v Superman didn't end the way it did, I feel like maybe the Snyderverse would have been better.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's like a.
And I will say,
you need like two Justice League movies to happen before a death of Superman.
Yeah. And I will say there are scenes, like I rewatched a couple scenes from Zack Snyder's Justice League, and there is one scene in particular that I really like. I really, really do like it. It's where they're all around the table, they're all talking, and they like Bruce cuts on the hologram of Superman, and there's like that scene. I love that scene. I love it. I think it's great. I don't like the Snyder cut, but I think that scene's great. So there's some W's in there.
Yeah, and I saw a scene from what was it? It was Batman vs Superman Day. It was the scene where Clark Kent interviews Bruce.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah, might be the Gotham in me, but tired of clowns wearing suits or something like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's a little cheesy line there, but I love the. It wasn't bad.
I think they were good. It was they were good Superman and Batman. It's just the writing was just not, wasn't it? The storyline as well. It's just I didn't think it was that good.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
I agree. If it were done differently, yeah, it's just too dark too. I mean, like it worked a little bit being dark, but after a while, it just got boring. It's got like a really, come on. And now Snyder fans make fun of us for wanting Superman wearing trunks, saving. They're like, oh, look at him, he's saving a cat out of a tree. It's like I want to see that. I need to see it. I saw it in the 70s, like in the 70s movie. I want to see it again. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with
Superman? No one wants Superman to be happy and like speaking of hope, like it's supposed to be. They're like, he's speaking of hope. It's just a little dark. Like, no, that's Batman.
It's just not Superman. That's all.
Yeah,
all right.
It's so dumb. Anyway, final piece of news here. This is kind of like two pieces of news in one. Because according to James Gunn, Creature Commandos season 1 is 7 episodes long. So we got the length of the show, 7 episodes. I guess each one maybe about an hour. Well, I don't know, maybe about 30. I bet 30 minutes. Let's say 30 minutes actually.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do the show. If it's gonna be like how big the story is.
I mean, but pretty huge.
It's kind of like an appetizer to where the real DCU starts. It's kind of like the lead in. But this supposedly sets up a big part of the Justice League movie that they're doing. So supposedly,
I like to see how that goes.
I also forgot that John Economos is going to be in the show.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he is. He is because he was listening to the cast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Like I was listening to an interview about James Gunn and Sean Gunn's brother, talking about Creature Commandos. It's like all the characters. I already know probably my favorite character is going to be this one guy. Sean Gunn voices named B.I. Robot. It's like a robot who loves killing Nazis.
Yeah, that's
He's
who I'm
insane.
that's who I'm most interested in out of any of them. That I'd say that, and it's the girl. Is it Bryna? I don't know who her name is. She looks like Bryna Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, that's her name.
That's her name. Yeah, I'm interested in her a lot.
Oh yeah, I Frankenstein's the one I'm interested in just because he's awesome. It's also Dr. Phosphorus, who's a Batman villain. He's on the team as well. So I'm interested. I'm excited. But then the kind of second piece of news that was with this was he said Creature Commandos season 1. We're getting Creature Commandos season 2, is what I assume. If he went out of his way to say season 1, I mean, there's plans for season 2. And you know, it'd be really cool. Animated season 1, live action season 2.
Oh please! Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something like crazy. No other studio's ever done anything like that before.
Turn like an animated series to a live action.
Yeah, so it's an animated live action hybrid show.
I'm into it.
I think it'd be kind of cool. And I don't know. I want that to happen. But that's the end of the DC news, and thus the end of news in general for the show.
Yeah. No gaming news again this week, so a little disappointing, but hopefully something next week.
Oh yeah, hopefully. Well, I mean, there's technically a piece of gaming news, but I'm not really count it. The people who are working on Monolith's Wonder Woman game got some merch, and I think it had like a logo on it for the game.
Yeah, nothing really crazy.
Yeah, no. But yeah, that is that. I guess we go and get ready to get out of here.
Yep.
All right. So thank you all so much for joining us for this episode. Let me think if there's anything I got to remind you guys of. I got a Control stream happening tomorrow night. I was going to do it tonight while we're recording this, but I misjudged time. I'm going to finish the Alan Wake DLC, and then we're going to be done with the game. I am moving back to college this week. So streams during the weekdays are going to slow down quite a bit. So Landon, you got your weekdays back.
Yay. Very happy about that. So I can do my own.
Yeah. I will be on the weekends, hopefully be streaming Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Leading up to hopefully the Five Nights at Freddy's VR game. But I think that's the plan for that. Any extra beefs? They have a extra beef coming out of a tier list of every superhero movie up to Thor: Love and Thunder. I had to delay it, but it'll be out this Wednesday. And yeah, Blue Beetle review coming up soon. Whenever it comes out. But if you guys had any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404. Or Instagram at the Comic Burrito _official. Facebook at the Comic Burrito _official page. Or Twitter at the CB Burrito, capital C, capital B, and Burrito.
Yeah, you can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Very interactive on all pages. And let's get mad at WB for changing that Lego. What were they changing? The Lego Batman game to a Lego Harry Potter game?
Yeah.
Let's get mad at them about that.
Yeah. Well, they also canceled a Lego Guardians of the Galaxy game too.
God dang it.
Yeah. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!